Hello everyone, welcome to another, what we'll call, I guess, a bonus episode of Dungeon Boys. We're adding all kind of crazy, goofy stuff in here for you. We may not even release this on a normal day. This is just kind of a little practice round. I have not played a character in a while. I've certainly never played a fighter before. Brice has never played a sorcerer before. And Josh is a little bit, I wouldn't say out of practice, but he hasn't DM'd in a month or so. Or maybe 2 now at this point.
I don't even know why we're here.
Yeah, but we are going to do a quick little practice combat, little very brief RP moment, so Brice and I can get a feel for our characters a little bit. It's just going to be very informal, and we'll kind of talk you through who our characters are and stuff. We'll do that briefly in the front end of Josh's one-shot as well. This is not the beginning of Josh's one-shot. This is not canon for Josh's one-shot, is it?
No. Yeah. It's well, the encounter.
Where'd you hear about the canon?
The encounter y'all are going to come up in, because I actually asked Keith, because this is Keith's world that he has carefully crafted. I said, where is a place that I can do some stuff that's not going to affect too much of what you've already got planned out in the storyline. So he said that would be around the mangroves or the Sundry Swamp or something like that. Yeah. So we're just going to have an encounter in that area with the characters that they're going to be playing. I think mostly this episode is going to be about, like, you know, why you created that character, how you got to that conclusion, why you want to play it, and you know, we'll go through a couple like little encounters or whatever, and we'll see how it goes. If you need to chime in about, oh, hey, I might want to change that about this character before we get into the game.
And I agree. It's a way to tweak and see what we like, what we don't like about these characters.
More than likely not going to like this voice.
You're not?
No.
I think it's pretty good, but
hey, we're going to do it. But that's the thing, like, we're going to test drive. This is the test drive before you buy.
And you're only going to have to do it for 3 episodes, right?
True.
If you don't want him to stick around. I think, also I would like to mention, I didn't force anybody to make a one-shot within the realm of Mediene. I said they can do it anywhere they want. I think they have chosen to live
handsomely.
Here.
We like Mediene.
Yeah.
We do like it. You have a very well-crafted world, and it's smooth. That's the best word for it. It's smooth.
Okay, good.
There's no jagged edges.
Well, there's jagged edges, Josh. You ever gone back behind the walls of a video game by accident or fallen through the floor?
I have not.
Well,
have you?
It is a black bottomless pit full of jagged edges.
Once you pass underneath the floor of any place and into that realm beyond the video game, in Mediene, all you can hear is my internal screaming.
But back in college, I did interactive and multimedia design. I had a friend who was working on a game he was creating for like his senior thesis, and he had a problem where in the game it was very like Doom kind of related, where you go through the different rooms and stuff. He had a knife that was supposed to be stuck in a wall, so you could you would have a weapon to start with. Well, he had some trouble with the code, and it ended up being stuck like 16 feet up in the wall and backwards, hilt first. So we always joke that was the Chuck Norris starting area.
Yeah, that's where you start. That's where Chuck starts.
That's right.
Grab that knife by the blade, hit him with the handle.
That's right. Well, hey, how did the handle get embedded 16 feet up in a wall anyway?
That's right.
Hey.
Bryce, I guess, do you want us to talk about who our characters are real quick?
Yeah, y'all just decide, who wants to go first, and we're indicating that Brice is going first. You know what? In true D&D fashion, let's roll for it. Who gets the higher roll goes first.
Not me.
It was Keith. I got an 18. I go first.
And that is how it's done in D&D. Now that you know how to play.
Yeah.
All right, so give us the lowdown. Give us the down low. What's happening with Bavon?
There's not terribly much to say about Bavon because I haven't made up terribly much about Bavon. Sure. Bavon is a water Genasi sorcerer, divine sorcerer, because Genasi are usually very religious because they're pretty related to deities and stuff themselves, so they like to kind of study their ancestry. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking maybe cleric or paladin, but I didn't really want to do cleric or paladin, and then I found sorcerer had divine magic as like a sort of a subclass, so I went with that. And Bavon as a character is very confident in himself, extremely confident. Like, he thinks he can do no wrong, and he is the best at what he does.
That's going to be good because of the same thing.
Oh, no. Confidence.
Yeah.
But Bavon is a little tiny man, and he is a mercenary veteran, just like Keith's character.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, we're kind of similar.
But he's on a totally opposite end of the spectrum. He is like the sort of conniving, like really hyperactive sort of thing, not really strength based, more like I'm gonna move around and throw stuff at you until you're dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really all I've worked out for him.
Okay. I'll be playing, but you started with the race that you wanted to be first.
Yes.
I did the opposite. I chose a class and just made him a race. I'm going to be playing Stump, the orc fighter. Also, a former mercenary. How old is Bavon?
I don't know how old they live to be. I imagine he's old enough to be a veteran mercenary.
Okay. Well,
very clever.
Stump is pretty young. He tried the mercenary stuff. He wasn't super into it. There was too many. He's not good at taking orders so much because he is an orc. And in the world of Mediene, orcs are manufactured. They're not born. They're kind of like, I guess, the Lord of the Rings style. But they're manufactured to be emotionless and without their own will to make their own decisions. But some of that process can go wrong sometimes. Stump is one of those orcs that where it went wrong, he was pushed over to the mainland to try to find, when he was a child, to find a way to survive on his own. He did. He joined a mercenary company to make some money, stay alive. He learned how to fight and stuff there, but he did not enjoy the whole taking orders. Something about his makeup he doesn't like that kind of thing. So he decided to work for himself and become kind of like a bounty hunter, but not just for people. If you want something dead, Stump will try to kill it. That's just how he'll do it for gold.
Nice.
One of his favorite things to do is kill people who use magic.
Uh-oh.
One of his he has a feat, I think. If Josh, when I built it, it told me I had the option to make a feat.
Yep.
His feat is
you can do a feat or proficiency level.
Yeah, his feat is called Mage Slayer. So, like, if anybody when a creature within 5 feet of him casts a spell, he can use his reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature. When damaging a creature that's concentrating on a spell, the creature has disadvantage on the saving throw it makes to maintain its concentration. So he likes killing stuff that, makes magic.
How does that make you feel? I'm going to Dr. Phil this for a second.
Afraid.
It's only if you're giving him money. He doesn't. It's not. It's like I want to kill people who do magic. It's like when it comes, they pay the most.
Yeah.
Killing a mage is going to pay a lot of money. So he carries a warhammer and a short bow if he needs it.
That'll work.
Bavon, money is a means to an end. He just likes killing.
Oh, really? Okay. So we both like killing. I like that. This will be a good dynamic.
All right. So in the general guidelines that I gave the guys to set up, Ronald Witherbranch. One more. Do it.
Sorry.
That face you made. It was like somebody shoved a Lego under your fingernail.
I was ready to sneeze. Sorry, Josh. Please continue.
No, you're good. You're good. That was worth it. All right. So the general premise I gave the guys when setting up their characters for this little mini quest was that I wanted to set this in the world of Mediene just because I want to tie it back into the whole Dungeon Boys lore and everything. Ronald Witherbranch had an untimely passing rather recently. Mm-hmm. We won't say what happened there. You'll have to go back and take a listen for yourself. Yeah. But Ronald Witherbranch was a man who liked his feasts and he liked exotic creatures. So I gave the fellas the challenge that they are having a grand banquet in Ronald Witherbranch's honor, and they're having the biggest feast of all time. So we're going to have a hunt. So that was what I gave the fellas as a starting point for creating their characters. So
very cool. Big fan.
There you go. So y'all have been sent to the area of the Sundry Swamp, the mangroves, in that general vicinity, and you are on your way to meet the third party of your group, or what have you. You're not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
You're stopping along the way. We're getting into a little bit of game here, but not too much.
Okay.
Just laying down the basics. Y'all are on the way, and you have stopped for the evening.
We've met. The two of us have met.
You have met. I will leave that up to the RP. But the situation that you're in, because I don't want to create like a 5-hour backstory.
Of course, yeah.
Is you are on the way to this rendezvous place where you're going to be going on this hunt for this elusive creature.
We no longer have a third party member to meet up with, do we? Or is this like a NPC thing you got going?
We might. You never know.
That's true. We might figure that out.
Yeah.
Somebody else to be. Might bring Daddy-O in here.
Yep. Pop might want to do it. We never know. Zinus might be able to make it. You never know. If you listen to the last episode, we're currently going through a hurricane evacuation. So people are moving around here or there. We're going to make it happen, though. So anyway, you are on the way to the Sundry Swamp. You have stopped along the way for the night after a long day of hiking in. And you have made camp on the bank of the swamp. And I would imagine y'all are doing a little fishing or what have you before you bed down for the evening, trying to catch a little bit of food.
Okay.
All right.
So we haven't. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you start.
I've got a rod and reel.
You met on the road going to the thing and discovered that you both shared the same objective. So there you go.
Okay.
You met earlier today.
I've got a bamboo pole. I'm sitting by the bank. We haven't eaten yet, so I'm fishing.
I'm also doing that.
Okay.
But this is a competition.
Okay. Yes.
This is
Brice, we're gonna do well together.
This is quietly a competition.
All right. Yeah. So everything's been silent so far. We haven't had a whole lot of discussion yet together. We've talked. We're kindred spirits, but also we're both very confident. We're sitting here by the bank.
A lot of daggers hidden behind smiles. Yeah, I did that too. I probably did it better, but I did that too.
You hear me
about 14 feet away from y'all, off into the water. You see a big splash where a fish just splashed right in front of you.
I yank my bamboo out and like try to get my line over there, but without getting too far away from you. And I kind of settle back in, waiting for a fish to bite, and you hear me smack my neck. Dear God, that mosquito was the size of my thumb. Also, orcs in this world have a very Cockney British accent. Sorry.
It's all right. It's good flavor. We like that flavor.
I wipe the just a big old splotch of mosquito blood just down my neck. Oh, that's nasty.
Bavon is having no trouble with mosquitoes here.
You always talk like that. You refer to yourself the way you talk by yourself. Like you say your own name when you say things.
Bavon is a good name. You should say Bavon more often.
Brice, are you from Ratchet and Clank?
I don't know what character would sound like that.
You sound very Clank.
Yeah, you sound kind of clanky.
Really? I thought he was like a high class kind of British sounding.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I think he refers to.
If you had a little bit of an accent, yeah, you'd be good.
We could be kind of Clank.
That's right.
Ratchet, big Ratchet and Clank. Well, I guess I could use your name a little more, Bavon, if we're going to be together like this.
About 7 feet away, that same fish jumps out of the water.
You get on my hook, you fat fish. I'm gonna catch that one actually, Bavon, if you don't mind.
Oh, you can have that one. I'll just catch a bigger one.
All right then. That's fine.
I want to cast the opposite direction.
Splash. 5 feet away, right in front of Stump.
I would try to wiggle my line over to where the splash was. What's wrong with me bait, fish? It tastes good, I'm sure. It's food I'm not going to eat tonight. I figured I'd catch you with it, little buddy.
Can I ready a reaction?
Sure.
Cool. All right.
Don't you dare.
I want to know what is going on here.
All right. So next time. Hang on.
We are hanging.
Hanging for a second. I still got my rod in there. I'm waiting. I'm kind of humming to myself.
To everybody in the studio audience, we came up with this just on the fly. Just we want to have a little mini encounter. I'm actually rolling a d20 to see where is a fish jumping. It's just a randomizer.
Okay.
So
next time the fish leaves the water, I want to launch a firebolt at it.
Okay. All right, see what's happening. All right, about 15 feet out, say like at about, y'all are looking out into the water about your level, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Does he fire a firebolt?
I would imagine so. You've
Is
already
it-
read it in action?
Is he between me and it? It's like
No, y'all are
straight-
sitting like shoulder to shoulder on the
Okay.
bank.
Then I'm gonna do that.
So you fire it off?
Bavon will catch this fish. Observe. Just shoots a firebolt.
By the gods, what if you try to ban it before we even get it on the shore?
It'll be pre-cooked.
All right,
So how are
so
we going to catch it then if you launch a firebolt at it in the water? How are we going to get out there and get it, Bavon?
actually, yeah, you actually roll to hit that thing.
It's at least 15 feet away. I don't know
Huh?
how we're going to get it if
do
you
I roll to hit that?
firebolt it that way.
What you got to roll
Yeah.
for a firebolt? Firebolt it up.
It's just a D20. So, God, I forget. Do I add the spell attack thing to?
Yeah, because it's a spell attack.
Okay, so plus 6 to a 14. That's 20.
Dang. Okay.
All right.
20, not natural. Yeah, you actually you aimed it just right. You nailed this fishy before he manages to plop back down into the water, and he's like just floating on the top of the water with like a little wedge of lemon.
Bavon, you killed the fish and it's something else going to eat that fish and we're not going to eat it. And I lost a piece of my jerky out there for the bait.
Bavon is made for water. Observe. I have water breathing and a swim speed of 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump into the water.
I'm about tired of observing these bloody mages and their bloody magics.
So you're sitting on the bank by yourself.
Yeah, I'm folding up my rod.
The end of your line is on fire.
I'm folding up my rod.
All right, so you're folding up your rod. Like there's a little bit of like a tree canopy over the top. As you're folding up your rod, you're kind of fidgeting with it and all that kind of stuff. You end up like thwacking a couple of the branches up over where you are,
Okay.
and you look up.
We all looked up.
You look up. You're in the water after the fish. You look up into the tree. Roll a perception for me.
All right.
Percept it.
Boop, 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 boop. Ooh, probably not very good. A 5.
5. Okay. You look up into the tree because you're hitting leaves and stuff. You know the sound of leaves.
Yeah.
But then you hear it. You look up and you just see like this big knotted muscle up on this branch up above you.
Is
Oh.
it a mirror?
I say to myself, I'll teach him how to get something bigger than a fish. I'll tell you what, yes, I will. So I take my short bow off my back. Actually, I want to. I go from my short bow. I guess is probably on my back or something. I take out an arrow out of because I have a little short bow with as well as my war hammer. I set my hammer down by the fire. I look up and I try to really focus and get another good look at this thing. Can I look at it again with more perception?
Now that you are like focused in on it, yeah, percept that thing.
19 on that one.
19. Okay. You see it breathing a little bit. You see that it has a little bit of a shine to it, and you see some scales.
Some scales.
It's a basilisk.
All right. Can I see any sort of like organs or any sort of like not limbs or anything? They're just all I see is scales, and I can hear it breathing.
You just see. Well, you can see
see
like
it.
you can see it like the movement of breathing a little bit. Like you can see that slight movement. Like it's not dead.
How big is it? Is it like a? Or can
You
I
don't see
tell?
that. You just see, like-
just some scales.
You
Okay.
see piles of like knotted muscle in this limb above you. It is a reptile of some sort.
Okay. So I'm going to point again. Stump is not intelligent.
Is he?
He is.
stumped.
He is not stumped, but he's not intelligent. He's not intelligent, and tactics aren't his thing so much. So he takes his short bow out. He draws it. He gives one look out there to the water and that tiny fish that Bavon is going after. And he looks up to the sky and looses an arrow at this.
Roll to hit. It's like 6 feet over your head.
All right.
Roll to not hit yourself.
With my short bow,
Turn the bow around.
I
the
get
other way.
I get a +5 actually.
Dang. Okay.
So 20.
Bavon
Dang,
gets a plus
22.
6.
22 is going to do it. Where are you aiming? Just for like the midsection of this thing?
In them scales.
In his belly meat.
So like between some of the branches, you see like this sweet spot. It's like, all right, I'm aiming for that. And you end up hitting this thing, and no sound is coming out, but the whole branch just starts shaking and writhing around, and a giant constrictor snake falls out of this tree. It's a good like 20, 25 feet long.
Bloody hell! All right then. Hey, Bavon, got something bigger than a fish up here. And I did 6 damage to it.
There you go.
That helps you.
Yeah, that helps.
I feel like I don't hear that.
Yeah, are you underwater? Are you like...
Yeah, Bavon is underwater.
Okay.
Bavon is confident.
All right, going for the fishy.
Yep.
All right.
The biggest fishy.
And did you like put down your pole and just dive in?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So,
My line's still in the water, too.
roll initiative.
All right. Sorry. Where's mine? Oh, +2. Oh, crit fail. I'm last.
Okay. You want to roll an initiative just for the funsies of it, since we're already getting in there?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know what my initiative.
I hope my accent for this one is not going to be too terribly annoying.
That's 21, brother.
21. Okay.
Getting the good rolls today.
Okay. So
Thus far.
you are underwater. We already rolled initiative just to like clear the air on that one. So you are not in combat right now. You can jump in whenever you feel like it.
Okay.
Okay. But the snake is ahead of you on the order. So
Good.
it is writhing around on the ground in pain, and it has whipped its head around, and it has seen you
I don't like snakes.
right in front of it.
Why is it always snakes?
All right, so it has seen you right in front of it. So it is going to go in for the mighty bite.
Okay.
Dawn's fedora.
It's a 9 to hit you.
That's going to be a miss.
Okay, all right. It is a little bit stunned still from falling out of a tree and having a stick stab at it through the air.
Yeah.
So, all right, it is you.
I guess
You, sir.
Stump is fairly nimble for like he's like 6'5". He's a big boy. He's fairly nimble, I guess. He's big and thick though. He's gonna reach down and grab his warhammer. He only uses 2 hands.
That's the best fishing pole ever.
Yep. There is no one-handed and shield warhammering. There's only 2 hands. So he just as the snake is biting in, he's just gonna pick that warhammer up and try to pound down on its head.
Nice.
With a
Is Stump wearing
baby
armor?
leather armor.
Okay.
It increases his AC to 13, I think.
Yeah. What's your constitution? Because you should have unarmored defense. If your constitution is like 2 or whatever, then it'd be base 10 plus 2 plus dex.
My constitution is +2.
So you'd be at 15 if you took off the armor.
Oh, really? Dark vision. I have powerful build. I don't see unarmored defense on my thing.
I think that's all barbarian. No, you're not a barbarian.
I'm a fighter.
You're a fighter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep, I'm a fighter. Warhammer made it seem,
Yeah.
but it's still a martial weapon, so he's got proficiency.
Yep.
So unnatural 20 to hit on that
Unnatural 20. Yeah, you going to smack at that boy. What you got?
one. So he's doing it 2-handed, so he's going to do a D10 instead of a D8. That's going to be 12 damage.
12 of those damage. Okay, so
Also, we're starting out at level 5. It should be known.
yeah, we decided on level 5. This seems to be a sweet spot for like random encounters and stuff. Yeah. All right, so you actually do smack upon this thing. It gets out of the way just in time. It's dodging and weaving as best it can as a snake, but you end up not hitting it in the head. You hit it you hit it on the body section.
I was about to say we in trouble.
Yeah. You hit it on the body section, so it does take some damage. It is still rather infuriated at you though. So,
But we're not done yet. Because I'm level 5.
do it.
Gonna try to smack him again. Gonna go for another.
This is like ultimate whack-a-mole here.
Yeah. Another 15 plus 5. Yeah. Another unnatural 20.
Nice. Okay. All right. So you land another blow.
But only 4 damage on that one.
Only 4, but it's still like it's moving. It's trying to get out of the path of your destruction, and you end up like connecting with the body again. So, all right. This creature is this creature feels like this may not be the best place
Okay.
to be out in the open as snakes are wont to be. So it actually makes a dive for the water and it just like pours itself into the water
Oh,
going
boy.
out that way.
Okay.
You are left on the bank alone handling this war.
I call out, "Oh, Bavon, there's your snake coming for you, friend."
Perception?
Yeah. That's 18 plus modifier.
18 plus modifier. Yeah, you're going to percept that thing.
Should have done I have a thing with the
So it's heading towards the water?
It just dove into the water, yeah.
Okay.
Now, more importantly, did you get the fish?
I don't know. That's your domain.
Roll
there.
that sucker. Just roll a straight 20. We'll see if you got it. 15 or plus, you got that fish.
18.
You got the fish.
I've rolled 3 18s in a row.
Yeah, I rolled
That's a
2
sweet
15s.
dice.
It's weird.
All right, so you got the fish. You have just made it to the fish, and you heard the sound of something diving into the water, and you just saw the end of the tail go in. You look back on the bank, and you see that Stump is sitting there, obviously doing something foolish with that hammer.
So I poked my head out of the water now?
That's up to you. But you have noticed
Okay.
that the snake has dove in. You don't know where it came from.
So did I see the snake? Or is it already in the water?
You saw it, and it's already in the water.
Okay.
You saw like the last half of it go in.
Stump, where did that come from?
What? Me hammer or the snake?
The snake for now.
The tree above me. That was the tree above me now. The
Ronald.
I see.
Get out of here, Ronald.
The snake. It came from the tree above me. I shot it with my arrow and hit it twice with my hammer. But it's quite a tough one. You better watch out.
Bavon will lead it back to the bank.
Yeah, do that. I got me hammer ready.
All right. roll for that. Roll. You know where it's at.
Yeah. Oh, hold up. I mean, is it my turn now?
It is your turn. You're top of the order, and I'm gonna say you're in it.
All right. Hold up.
I should have used my fighting style.
So I'm gonna use.
This is why we're doing this test run.
I'm gonna use the shape water cantrip, which
Alright.
is a racial ability of mine because I'm a water genasi.
That's racist.
And I'm gonna take the 5-foot cube that I can manipulate, and I'm gonna put it around the front part of the snake, and I'm just gonna turn the water in it so it kind of goes around and it just keeps heading in that direction.
That's cool.
Would you like me to roll for that? It just kind of happens.
Yeah, it just happens. So let me roll a strength against that.
Okay.
Like if he gets a low strength, I'm gonna say yeah, you just absolutely do it. Otherwise, he's gonna get some resistance on that. This is 6. So I mean, he got fairly low resistance to it. I'm gonna say yeah, he made the turn. He made the turn. So you're just steering old Snake-O back to the land.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm also gonna kind of not very, kind of quietly follow him. Not exactly sneaking, but just not going. Come on, eat me.
All right, so following, not sneaking, not flailing.
Yeah, just gonna follow him.
Okay.
Back to the bank.
All right, so it gets back to the bank. It is kind of confused. Is it
Still got the fish.
You still got the fish. Holding on to it or stowed it away?
Yeah, I'm holding on to it. Got my hand in its mouth.
There you go. There you go. All right, so the snake has made its way back to the bank, and it's crawled the first 5 feet of its body back up onto the bank, and wondering okay, where is this? So, other than that, the
How
snake
close is it to me?
You're within 6 feet of it.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna say that is that the snake is just confused and dazed during this one.
If I'm
you got?
within, so I'm right 1 foot out of his attack range.
He can actually, if it's a 20-foot snake, he can actually a real snake would be able to attack 6-7 feet. So
Okay. Yeah, cool.
You're within range of his snapping.
Okay.
So
But he's not going to do that to me.
He is dazed at this point because he just got turned around.
I'll say to myself, "Oh, I hate bloody swamps, you nasty snakes." And I'll smash him again if it's my turn.
All right, do it.
Ooh, that probably missed. 7.
A 7 is gonna miss.
So I slam my hammer down to the dirt.
All right, so you hit like right next to him. Don't do any damage, but you have gently encouraged him to not be where he is.
Okay.
So
I'm going to attack again, though.
All right.
With my extra attack.
That's all right.
10.
10. It's not gonna do it.
All right, 2 misses.
So,
This is
like-
why I hate swamps.
True whack-a-mole style, like
Swamps and magic and snakes.
magical swamp snakes. All right, so you bring you hammer down on him.
Yeah.
Drop the hammer down. All right, you go for like the left side. He kind of moves
Yeah.
his head a little bit over to the right, like and you go for the right side. He kind of goes back the other way. The only straight path that he sees is right down the middle.
Oh, boy.
Where you at? So he is going to make a lunge for you and your body. That's a 21.
That will hit.
He's going to hit. All right, he is going to hit, but you are. Let me do that. Damage. All right, you take 13
Whew.
of constriction damage.
Woof.
You are also grappled, sir.
Do I get a strength thing for that?
You could try.
Wait. Sorry. 13 damage. Oof. Ooh!
Right. You're grappled. Like this thing has wrapped coils around you.
Okay.
It's pretty beefy. Like it's a good foot and a half at the maximum thickitudinous.
Do we want to look up how grapples worked again? Because I forget.
You have a dice check. You got to beat my dice check. If you do, then you break the grapple. If not, you are still restrained.
Okay, gotcha. So I'll do strength.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if he has you grappled, he can't attack another target.
Saving throw or
It would be a strength saving throw.
okay. I get good saving throw, but doesn't matter when your dice is low. 9.
9 is not going to do it. So you are squeezified by the snaky.
Bavon. I was about to call you Ravon. Sorry.
All right, so you are
Ravon.
you are in the sand and the muck and the dirt and the reeds on the bank of this thing, and
Rolling around with the snake.
you are like slowly getting like wrapped up by like this 25-foot snakeo.
Bavon.
Yes.
Your move. Are you still in the water?
I was heading for not in the water.
There you go.
Am I out of the water yet?
Yeah, you got plenty of move. You only went 15, so.
Okay, cool. Then what do I see?
You see exactly that.
Okay.
You can roll a perception to see, but I mean, it's right in front of you.
All right, cool.
Bavon, help me.
I'm going to use. Where is it? I'm going to use Magic Missile
Okay.
as a twinned spell. So it will be.
I don't know what twin spelling is.
I'm
Twin
not sure
spell
myself.
basically casts it twice.
Oh, nice.
So instead
Okay.
of 3 darts of magical force, it'll cast
See?
6. Yeah. But I'm going to cast it as a 2nd level spell, so it'll be 4 of
Nice.
doubled, so it will be 8 of them.
Good grief.
They deal 1d4 damage each, and they always hit. So I'm going to hit him
grief.
with 8 d4s.
Okay,
Dang.
do it.
Well, I didn't want to do. My only other option is Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like that part on the. This is kind of like that part on The Mask where he like comes out from behind the bar and he like draws a gun and it's
Yeah.
like an entire battery of guns.
Right.
Do you feel
Finish
lucky?
him, Brice.
All right, so that's
That's 1.
yeah,
Okay. Call him out.
4,
Okay.
1,
Mm-hmm.
4,
Okay.
4, 4.
Dang.
How many is that?
You got 6.
3, 2,
2.
and add 8 to that because it got a +1 for every single one.
Nice.
All right. He is not feeling so high at this point. But his instinct is to try to like hold on as tight as he can. So he is
Jordan!
he's really got you held up tight.
I
So
don't have a grease spell.
I wish I knew enough about magic as him to say, you feels grease.
All right. Maybe that's the thing. Like, can a person just have a naturally greasy character to avoid being grappled?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably.
Bavon is getting tired of his heart to breathe.
All right. So,
Bavon is doing all he can.
where are we in the order?
No.
It's the stump go.
That's my turn?
Yeah.
All right, I got a strength
The
check to
stump
get out of
go.
here. What about a 19?
A 19 is going to do it.
All right.
In its weakened state,
Whoa!
you manage to like pry its head loose and start uncoiling it from your body.
It will take more than a dirty old swamp snake to end old stump, Bavon.
All right, so like just
I
visually,
suppose
like
so.
you're grabbing this thing like right behind the head, and like its head is like got its mouth open like larger than a dinner plate, and it's just rows of teeth. It's just hissing
God.
at you. So yeah, it is not happy.
All right, I'd love to like I put a hand like on that head, and I'd take my hammer and just like swing it over and one-handed and hit him, try to hit him in the head twice.
All right,
Ping ping.
That's gonna be a 22.
that's gonna hit.
I'm gonna roll my second attack just in a row, so we can go ahead and
Do
take
it.
that hit when it hits. 14.
All right. Yeah, both are gonna hit.
Nice. So that's gonna be 2d8 plus 6. 8.
Okay.
5, so 13 plus 6 will be 19 damage.
Okay. So
Die, you nasty snake!
El Snako has been dispatched. His head is now kind of like a flattened mush. But as snakes do, if you've ever experienced such a thing, once they are dispatched, they kind of continue to move around a little bit. So he's still like, he's not really holding on and like constricting you with the rest of his body. He's just kind of like flopping all over the place. Like half of him ends up like going in the water, and like his front half is just kind of like on the ground, still twitching a little.
Stump's face is just obviously contorted, and it's like, "It's why another reason why I hate nasty snakes." But I believe I caught the biggest food tonight, Bavon?
It's gonna be all tough and chewy though. At least I hold up the mutilated swamp water filled fish. We can eat it. I'm gonna throw the fish back in the water.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna start trying to butcher this snake if we're not doing. I mean, if we don't have anything else to do.
All right, so it stopped moving. So.
Okay.
So you're going to go and butcher the snake. Do you have a knife?
I don't have a knife on me.
Go use the hammer.
I have a dagger.
Okay, there you go.
Bavon, I hate to ask you this, but would you mind helping me butcher this snake here?
Oh, I'd be more than happy to.
Have you ever butchered a snake before?
I have never butchered a snake before.
Me neither. I hate them.
Bavon will probably be good at this too. It's okay.
Yes, I know there's meat in there. We just gotta find it somewhere.
It's like a walnut.
I just drag the smushed head of the snake over close to the fire, and I like kind of line it up by it and I say,
All right, you go to grab the head of the snake, but it's like slowly like sliding back into the water.
"Oh, well, I want to run over there and grab it, and, drag it back
Right,
to the fire."
There's some resistance.
Oh, Bavon.
Yes?
It starts pulling back.
Bavon, you see anything in that water that might try to take a snake back in there with it?
I can
Roll a strength check.
I'm going to. Can I cast a cantrip real quick?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to use shape water on the
Okay.
water right at the tail end of the snake.
Okay.
And I can change the opacity of the water. I want to make
Nice.
it crystal clear.
Okay.
All right, I rolled an 8 on my strength check.
All right. You rolled an 8.
My heels are dug into the sand, whether I'm stopped or moving.
You are moving.
Bavon!
You are creating trenches. So the water becomes just like Caribbean crystal clear, like right there at the back of the snake, and you see this massive head underneath the water.
Bavon sees something big.
Bavon, we might need to let go of these snake
Petrie.
bombs.
That's the voice that I'm making is Petrie from
Petrie from
Land
Land
Before
Before
times.
Bavon, you want me to let the snake go? I don't think I'm going to be able to stop it. My feet are probably like in the water now, I guess.
Yeah, you're just getting to the water's edge.
Can I just continue my shape water cantrip and I can reverse the flow of water? Can I like kind of help him pull up with the thing just like as a assist, like he can roll again or whatever?
So you're just like pulling the water to you to make it easier.
Yeah, just give him advantage on his strength.
Okay. Well, I mean, to give advantage on his strength, you can just grab him and try to help pull.
That's true, but
Yeah.
that's not really a Bavon thing.
Okay, do it.
This would be my assistance.
Ooh. This will be a 19.
A 19?
Yep.
Okay. You still are getting pulled in.
I thought I had it for just a second.
Perhaps we should let the big head eat the snake.
I let my arms off and fall backwards, butt first into the sand, dejected as the snake. Whatever happens.
All right, so you let it go, and like the snake just drops. Like what's left of the snake just drops, and it's just like floating kind of limp. The front half of it there in the water.
It's not moving.
It's playing tug of war.
And you're sitting on your butt in the sand. So, Bavon, where's Bavon?
Toes in the water.
I had just come up out of the water. I'm between him and the water, probably right next to the snake.
Okay, so you're right there. You're sitting there in front of where the snake was. So right next to where you were, this giant thing erupts from the water, and a crocodile lunges onto the land and snaps for you.
For me?
No, for him. He's right in front of him. So,
There's always a bigger fish.
all right, let's see if he actually gets that one. I'm gonna give him a surprise on this one. So,
Okay.
let's see.
Surprise, crocodile.
That's a 20, not natural. He's gonna.
Yeah, that will bite me.
All right, he's gonna bite upon you. All right. So it was.
This may be the end for old Stump.
He does
I don't
9
have
of those
any
damage,
healing.
and he is hanging on to you.
Okay. He's got me grappled again.
Yeah, he is piercing. See if you
All
can
right.
escape it though.
Ooh, that's a
It's not as bad as the snake because the snake wraps around you.
9 saving throw.
A 9? No. You are like he is bitten onto your leg, and he is like hanging on.
Last night was not this bad, Bavon. I hate this place.
We weren't in the swamp before.
Yeah, I know, Bavon. God,
All right, it's like shaking a little bit.
please help before he starts the death roll.
All right, so it is not his turn yet. It is your turn, Bavon. What you got?
Okay. Let's see. Would you count the crocodile's teeth as a weapon attack?
Why? I'm a little bit afraid.
Because I can give him resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Yes, it does piercing damage.
Only dealt by weapon attacks, though.
Oh,
It's Blade Ward.
Oh no, it's not blade then.
Probably not.
The name is damning on
Yeah.
that one.
You got a mouth ward?
No.
You got
Yeah.
teeth ward,
Yeah.
bone ward, even tongue ward would probably help.
Oh. All right, so while he's figuring that, how are you feeling about Stump so far?
Y'all know I like to smash stuff.
You like to stump?
I like hammers. I like axes.
That'll work. That'll work.
I'm happy.
Stump even got in a little short bow action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's a fighter, not a barbarian. I wanted to give him a little bit of range capability.
Fighter, not a lover.
Then I'm going to cast Firebolt on the crocodile.
Okay, so you're like standing in like a foot of water,
Is my
like right
foot
next to
like
it.
in his mouth?
Yes.
Okay.
It is up in there.
I am like going for the side meat, right on the flank of this dial.
Try not to hit me leg, please.
He's putting like some pressure on you, like he's trying to pull
Oh,
back
yeah.
a little bit into the water.
I got a left foot locked in the sand.
Bavon doesn't know how far your leg goes in, but this should be fine.
We'll just make an assessment.
All right. Do I roll? Yeah, I think I roll.
Yeah, you do.
That's a 10 plus 6.
10 plus 6. That's gonna hit.
Sweet. I deal 2d10.
Do it.
That's a 10. That's another 10.
Okay.
That's right, you scaly bastard. Take that fire.
Take it.
Take it. Eat it. All right. So he is
Wait.
he's still hanging in there. He's still hanging in there. He is crispy, but he is a little bit angered. It is now the go of the crocagator.
Oh boy.
All right, so he is actually going to really clamp down on that because he just took the hit. He is going to like try to pull you into the water. So strength check. 14 going to pull you in?
Not today.
Not today.
So is it a check or a saving throw?
That would be a saving throw for you.
Okay, so either way, no. I got an unnatural 20 on the saving throw.
Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so I imagine like this is kind of swampy. There's like little cypress stumps everywhere. You like grab onto like some of the roots or something. You're hanging on. So.
But I guess if I had grab onto that, I'd drop my hammer. So hopefully I don't lose it.
Okay. Well, your hammer will be like right next to you.
Okay,
so
cool.
Yeah. Cool. All right. It is your move.
All right. So I want to try to get released, I guess, from this bite.
Mm-hmm.
That's again a check or a saving throw for this one. Still saving throw?
You're trying to get out of it?
Yeah.
So that would be a strength check against his grapple.
11.
11 is not going to do it.
Oh, Bavon, I'm going to die!
11 is not going to do it. So.
I'm going to use a bonus action in my frustration. I have a bonus action that allows me... It is called... Second Wind. I have a limited well of stamina that I can draw on to protect myself from harm on my turn. I can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus my fighter level.
Nice.
Once I use this feature, I must finish a short or long rest.
We're about to find out what kind of rest you're going to take.
I got 13 points back.
Sweet.
Okay. So you got a little bit of health juice.
How are you looking after that? Because I do have cleric spells.
I'm looking okay.
Okay. Don't die.
Looking okay. All right.
I just like, and some like my cuts, I guess, begin to, heal up, whatever. At least you're not taking me into water, you teethy fool.
Power of will. So, all right, it is Bavon's go.
Bavon. All right, so I did twin spell wrong last time.
Uh-oh.
So twin spell is you cast a single target non-self spell on 2 targets instead of 1.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
But there's only 1 target. Can I not just cast the same spell
aren't there
twice?
2? Aren't there 2?
Yeah.
The DM in me says probably not.
Probably not.
It has been done. We're going to rule it as like a fluke of nature at that point.
Oh yeah, it's not my choice anyway.
Okay.
You were
You
in
drank
Josh's
swamp water and you were
tonight.
overpowered.
That'll
Yeah.
work.
There you go.
Swamp water.
I'd like to drink some more swamp water this turn, please.
Yeah.
All right. In that case,
I could actually see Bavon like standing 5 feet away from this massive crocodile, just like,
Why he thinks this?
Bavon does not have a spell for this situation, but Bavon will make it work.
Please do, Bavon. Me leg really hurts.
This thing is like growling and like groaning and stuff, like gator noises. It's like it's really got a grip on that leg. Like you're holding on. Like otherwise, this thing would just pull you straight.
I'm going for another firebolt, I guess.
Do it.
Chicago. Ooh, that's an 8 plus 6. That's a 14.
14 just hits it.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, it's getting hot in there.
Oh, that's 1. That's 5. So 6 damage.
6
It's really
of
warming
those
up.
damage.
Luckily, all that blood's cooling it down.
All right, so when you hit it, it kind of like it shakes a little bit. It shakes a little bit, and it is going to deal an extra 3 damage to your old Lego.
Lego.
Hey, next time, could you make it not do that one, please?
All right,
Bavon could try.
it is its turn. It's going to try to pull you in once more. Ooh, I drop it. It's 18 plus 5. That's 23.
Okay. My 19 will not help.
All right, so the little root or whatever you're hanging on to actually snaps. So
Nice.
it starts dragging you back into the thing. So
Oh, no.
I could just see you like trying to dig into
Yeah.
to the muck and the sand and stuff with your arms. So, but it manages to get you to the water's edge.
On
Like
the way down, will you allow me to grab my hammer on the way down?
roll for it.
Okay,
Just roll
yeah.
a straight 20. Let's see what you
Okay.
got.
19.
19. You barely grab it by the end.
Rule of cool.
You grab it by just the end of the handle, and like your head disappears below the water, and like the hammer is the last thing to go in. So it is now your move.
Okay. Grapples. I have disadvantage on attack rolls while I'm grappled.
Yes,
Maybe.
I think that's what it is.
I'm like 99% sure that's
All right. Stump is no longer trying to get loose of the crocodile. Stump is swinging this hammer under the water.
committed.
Or-
All right, just we'll say that because you're underwater, you're grappled and everything. You're doing this with disadvantage.
Yep.
So
So the first one, disadvantage, rolled a 15 both times, so it would be a Ooh, I've been adding the wrong thing. Should be a +6. 21.
You're gonna hit.
All right. So that one.
That was with disadvantage.
All I've got, yeah. I rolled 215, so
right.
all I've got is my 2 hands. I'm not swimming, so 2-handing this hammer down on this crocodile's head.
All right, so one hit or two?
With 1 hit.
All right.
So that's a D10 +3, so just 6.
Just 6?
Yep, sorry, I keep bumping the table.
Just 6.
Now
all right.
another one with disadvantage. That's going to be a 9 + 6 is 15.
15. All right. It's juicy.
Another hit or miss?
Yeah, that's a hit.
Woohoo! This one's going to be another 6 damage.
Okay.
And all you hear is...
So, your longtime companion that you met earlier today has just been dragged into the water, like 5 feet away from you. Mm-hmm. You're still in the water. There's a bunch of like bubbling action going on. There's waves everywhere. The hammer has disappeared, and you hear, and then you just see some more thrashing. What do you do next?
So he's underwater too?
Yeah, everybody's underwater but you and the dead fish.
Okay. I'm gonna use shape water to open up a pocket above him so he can breathe.
Okay. All right, so like, the water isn't very deep. It's like standing kind of deep. So you end up opening up like a cube of space where the head of this thing is.
Yeah.
So you take a deep breath.
I don't want to die in this swamp. Bavon, please.
All right. As he's saying that, it is back to the old crocodile's turn.
Bavon can only hold open the water. You are on your own.
I've never been in such a dangerous swamp. I've killed things bigger than this.
Don't worry. If you die, I'll just kill the crocodile.
Okay. I'm now focused on the crocodile.
You do that. So as you are doing that, it actually rolls a 16 versus your strength check.
Nope. Hey, I win.
You win?
28-2.
22. All right. So you manage to let's say there's some more of those roots and stuff up underneath the surface on the bed of the swamp. You manage to like get an arm up underneath like a mighty root, and you're like you're hanging on.
I've stopped my downward movement.
You're inside this cube of water. So like imagine like you're laying down inside of like a really weird aquarium at this point. Yeah. So and like the swamp is just being held back in a cube around you.
Aquarium.
My leg is being removed at the knee.
That's right. Like you feel some tension on this thing. It is his turn. He tried to pull you down that far, but he could not make it. So it is now your move.
Okay.
You got one hand wrapped around a root.
Yep. So now I guess if my left or my right hand is wrapped around the root, I'm going left-handed. Another just couple slams with my hammer.
Cling, cling.
Now I guess I'm still grappled, so I'd still have disadvantage.
You are grappled. You are disadvantaged.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Do you want to try a check to get out of the grapple?
I probably should do that, but I already rolled to attack, so I'll stick to this.
Okay.
Failed the first one, crit fail.
Can you not do both?
Just a strength check, so you can get out.
That'd be an action for me to get out.
So you true to character. You are just focused on like what. It's not about if I get out. It's about if he goes down.
Yeah. Also, the whole thing is like I know if I get out, his thoughts are. If I get out, he's just going to do it again. So I just got to kill him while he's on the leg. First one was
I've got him right where I want him.
First one was a miss. Second one I rolled a 20 and a 19, which actually means improved critical.
Hey.
Rolling a 19, a natural 19. Improved critical. I crit on a 19, so that's what, double damage?
Yes, sir.
Nice. And I'm doing it one-handed though, so that's a D8.
Should have a D8.
6. Nice. 12 plus 3, 15 damage.
15. Nice. All right, so he is feeling it. Actually, you land a big blow on top of his head. You actually end up like crushing one of his eyes.
Yeah.
He is just completely enraged at this point. He actually he shakes that jaw again, and you get an extra 2 damage.
Stop shaking and just let me kill you, croc.
All right, back to the Bavon.
So is he still in that same spot where I made that last cube of air?
Yep, he is.
Okay.
He is in a swamp cube.
Well, it will hold its position for an hour. So
Nice.
I don't know if Stump can hold his position for an hour.
yeah, that's
Stump
fine. I
was
just
saved
mean
by
that,
a stump. You realize this?
I just mean I'm free to make actions. It's not a concentration to hold the water open like I thought it was.
Okay.
So I took a feat as well, Keith.
Nice.
I took the actor feat,
Oh no.
which allows me
Oh.
to I gain advantage on deception and performance checks to impersonate someone or a creature. I'm going to
You're
produce
gonna be a lady
a
crocodile.
crocodile mating call.
Yes.
Whatever that may sound like.
Yeah.
Bavon reaches in a little pouch, pulls out a little thing of lipstick. A wig.
So let's go for
Oh
this.
my gosh.
That's a. I got a plus. What to charisma?
Plus something. Either way, this is gonna be rich.
I have rolled a 14.
A 14?
Yes, a 14.
All right, against his what?
I guess wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got this on. So, all right. So from your spot, you're surrounded by a cube of water. A dinosaur, in essence, is hanging off of your lower body, and you hear a sound that sounds like somebody is trying to wash 3 bags of potatoes in a washing machine.
Bavon, if that's another one, just don't tell me, okay?
Okay.
All right. So what are you trying to persuade it to do?
Come to me.
Come to you? All right. So, you know what? You beat the check. So, God, this is just weird at this point. All right. It
Well,
lets
Stump
go
has
of
been
your
grappled
leg.
for the past like 18 turns.
It lets go of your leg.
Yeah.
And it you're in that cube of air. So your leg is all.
Come here, big
It's
boy.
not a good looking
Mangled.
leg. It's not a good looking leg. You see this giant head. It's like a 6-foot head. Like just go back into the water through like the wall of the cube, and you can actually see it swim past the little cube headed towards where Bavon is at.
I'm right on the edge of the
Is
water.
it my turn?
It is now its turn.
Okay, gotcha.
So
I was really hoping it was my turn. I was just going to jam the head of my hammer into his mouth on the way out.
I'm gonna say.
Oh
that
wait, opportunity of attack.
it left. Do it.
Yeah, I'm smashing that boy's teeth.
All right, so before
Teeth
it
smash.
pulls its head out of that little cube of air, go
Yep.
for it.
I haven't played in so long. Yes, let me smash them teeths.
Yeah.
That's going to be an unnatural 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, and now that he let me go, I let go of that root, drop to my butt, and just swing across with 2 hands.
All right.
Gibbelingo. That's going to be... Oh, wait. I have a thing for this, too. This is
Good
called...
to be playing again.
Yeah, this is called Great Weapon Fighting. When I roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack I make with a melee weapon that I'm wielding with 2 hands, I can re-roll the roll. I can re-roll the die and must use the new roll.
Okay.
A 10.
A 10?
Hooray. Yep, 10 plus 3.
Okay. All right. So you got 13 of those damage.
On the teeths.
All right. So you actually do. You end up just smacking this thing right upside the head. You do knock out a couple of really beefy sized teeth that are sitting right there at your feet now. But this thing is just it is enthralled.
Oh, baby.
By this seductive sound
I've got a plan.
that it hears. So yeah, it drops. We'll say 3 big beefy teeth right there at you, and it disappears into the water, and
Those are mine now.
it swims off, headed towards where Bavon is at. So it's actually using part of its movement, and it is just not going to attack right now. It gets right up to where you are. You're standing in the water, and it's 1 foot away, just nose and eyes right above water looking at you.
Hello, friend.
Nose and eyes. Only got 1 left.
My name is Bavon. You may call me Bavon.
You feel it more than you hear it, like that rumbling. You can see the water ripple around its body.
Your death is upon you.
He fears nothing.
For the audience, Bavon is a very small creature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's
like
true.
gnome size.
This is a giant crocodile, so it's 20, 25 feet. What?
Window.
Window? Yeah,
Oh,
that
there's
far?
a lizard.
There's a lizard on the
There's a
window.
lizard on the window.
On the
Yes.
inside, I believe.
Oh, we're going to have to get that thing out.
Yeah.
So, all right. Rescue the lizard. That'll be your next quest.
Um,
So this is a big thing. It's like 20, 25 feet. This is like, something out of Lake Placid.
Okay.
It's a big boy.
my turn now?
It is your turn.
It's my
I'm
turn.
ready.
You have addressed the gator.
Alright. I'm going to...
It is confused why you are not more ladylike.
confused.
Do you make all these noises?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes better sense.
Bavon is thinking. Alright. I don't have any other bonus action spells. So, what I'm going to do, or what Bavon is going to do, is cast Mage Armor on himself. And that is... My AC becomes 13 plus my Dex, so it would give me a 15 AC.
Nice.
That, and as a bonus action, I will cast Misty Step.
Okay.
Nice.
And
So you're still like standing in
yeah, I'm
waist
nose to
deep
nose
water.
with this thing. Teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see.
the end of the alligator.
I'm just going to teleport like 30 feet back.
Okay. All right, so you
Like right after I said what I said to the crocodile. Like right in his face.
Your death is upon you.
your death is upon you.
And all of a sudden you see like this magical armor just kind of grow out of him, and then he disappears and reappears 30 feet back.
Nice.
Nice. That's actually pretty cool. So like,
Still
Alright, that's-
making lady crocodile noises.
so like legitimately like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So you
The
you end
siren
up
song of Bavon.
you end up like it's almost like a fog rolls in and like your body just disappears a little and then like it reappears like 30 feet back. You end up like inside the edge of the tree line where all these the mangroves and like the denser vegetation starts off, and
The anacondas.
yeah. Your sudden appearance there actually sets off like a loud chorus of frogs. They're like, what? What?
It's actually saying what?
That's what it sounds like. What? So there's you have like transported yourself deep into like Frogland, and they're wondering who is this Gilligan among us. So, all right, that is your move.
Yep.
All right, it is back to your move, Stumply.
How far am I from the croc?
You are, let's say it dragged you about 10 feet out into the water.
So I can get to him with this turn.
You got a 5-foot cube of atmosphere. So you can stand up like on the muddy bottom and stuff.
Will you allow me to use a bonus action to pick up a tooth before I leave?
Just one?
Just one.
Just one. Go for it. You picking like the one that's most interesting, the biggest one?
Big sharp tooth.
Big. Well,
The
they don't have sharp teeth. They're like magic markers.
Big tooth with the flattest back end. Whichever one has the flattest back.
Okay. All right. So you grab one. It's like the size of the palm of your hand. It's big.
Okay, I grab it.
Boy.
And I say, teach you to put the finger in my leg. I'll get you right now. All right? So then
All right. You got a convenient spot to put it. There's a hole in your leg.
I stomp up to the crocodile.
All right,
And-
so going through that 10 feet of water, you're going to take about half movement speed. So it's going to cost 20 feet to get through it.
Okay. So 20 feet, so then I have 10 feet left. Can I get to the croc?
It is still in the water. It's like about 10, 15 feet
I'm
away.
going to his head.
You going to the head?
He had 5 foot of empty space to move through, so
If he was in the middle, he had 2.5 feet.
whatever.
It'll be all right.
No.
You use all your movement speed and you
Yeah,
get to
that's
his
fine.
head.
I would like to get to his head.
He is like he's still enchanted by this lady gator.
Okay. I'm going to take...
But you come up on the side of him where you bash that eye in. He can't see you there, but as you come up to him, he kind of like turns a little bit, like he kind of like notices something there for the first time.
Well, if you want to give me advantage or whatever on this next maneuver, that's fine. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to take that tooth and I'm going to jam it in the top of his head with my first attack, and then my second attack is going to be slamming that hammer down on top of that tooth.
All right, let's roll for that.
Okay.
Let's just roll a straight strength to see if you can match his hard head.
Okay. I really don't care if it penetrates. I just want it to be standing straight up whenever it. So strength. 18 plus 3, 21.
21. Yeah, you're actually you're gonna make it, but like since he moved his head just like a little bit, trying to like figure out like what is this coming up on me, you actually like end up getting it like right there where that eye was that you smashed.
That's just
in.
fine.
Otherwise, like it's too bony.
Yep.
So you managed to like nail that right there, and then, like he just thrashes.
Nice.
So before he moves too far, you make it with the hammer.
Extra attack, yes.
Yeah,
Two-handed
do it.
hammer attack onto the tooth.
I'm gonna say he takes an extra 1d4
Okay.
just because you nailed him in the eye hole.
All right. That'd be 4.
4.
Plus strength would be, I'm not proficient in tooth, but plus strength would be 7. Unless I am proficient in tooth.
You
I
just
don't
don't
know.
add proficiency. You still add strength.
I did, yeah, so 7.
Yeah.
4 plus 3.
Yeah.
No proficiency. So, and proficiency would have been different anyway. Never mind. So 7 damage on that, and then now I'm going to roll to hit it with my hammer.
Okay.
Hammer smack.
That going to be a 24.
24.
Mm-hmm.
24 to hit. 24
To
damage.
hit.
Okay. Yeah. You
beast.
I don't know if there's any extra damage from the tooth, but
Well, you got the D4.
they're right, yeah, 7. And so now, jam the tooth down in his eye hole.
All right.
10. That's 4 plus 3 would be another 7 damage. But we're not done yet because I'm going to use my action surge.
Billy
And
Mays,
I'm going
a
to push
patron-
myself beyond my
patron saint of D&D.
normal limits. On my turn, I can take 1 additional action on top of my regular action and possible bonus action. Once you use the feature, you must finish short rest. So I'm going to hit him one more time with the hammer. But I'm not because I'm going to critically fail.
All right. So
It's been good. I'll see y'all next week.
you hit it. You jammed it in and like immediately followed it up
Yeah.
with the John Hendry strike to the
Yes.
head. And with that hit, it like just it knocks his head sideways, and it is just enraged. It's in pain. It only sees out of one side of its big old head. It actually takes off, and it dives under the water for just that few brief moments. So you end up hitting the top of the water, which deadens the blow.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hit him. It just dissipates all that damage, and it just surges up onto the bank. So all its big mass just headed straight forward towards Bavon.
Doom.
So it actually, like, the only one it can see, it just knows that it's in pain, and it knows that it saw you right in front of it. So it uses its movement to try to head towards you.
I'm sending him to you, Bavon.
Come to me, friend.
It is the Bavon move.
I have something to show you.
It's my turn.
It is you.
Oh. In that case.
Oh, splendid.
I cast die.
I cast Be Dead on him.
Die?
Uh-huh.
I did it.
Y'all is dumb.
Interlude music.
That's. Oh, okay, yeah, it's more powerful
You're
than I
not
thought.
there. You're not.
Okay.
Is that a problem?
Huh? No, not at all. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
cast Lightning Bolt as a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
Just all the way through his mouth down to the end of his tail.
I'm aiming for the mouth hole. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw. It is a 5-foot wide blast, 100 feet long.
Okay.
I'm in that line.
You were off to the side.
You're a little bit off to the side.
Okay.
I would assume.
Because you were hitting at like the side of its head, so
Gotcha.
you're a little bit off to the side.
Hey, I'll take it.
All right, so make your dexterity saving throw. He has to beat a 14.
A 14?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Good.
That is in fact, crit fail.
That's
Okay.
true. Yeah, I mean, a crocodile would go up moving sideways.
They can't even walk backwards,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Not very good.
So that is 8d6.
Cool. Why am I even
All right.
with you?
Do it.
Because
Do your
I am running
8d6.
dry.
The candle.
I'll never run
The
dry
candle that
cameras.
burns brightest burns half as long. Scruffy.
America.
Well.
18 damage.
How many?
All right.
18.
How many D6s? Or D8s?
Oh, I only did 5 d6s. It's 8 d6s.
Keep going, boy.
Let's see.
So that's another 9. So we're at 27 damage.
Nice. No
Bobby.
way he survives that. No way.
All right. So this thing just took a mighty, mighty hit. So
Crap.
the lightning. Describe what the lightning is doing. Like it just hits him, or is it like just in a line out that far?
Well, it's like it's a 5 foot wide, 100-foot long lightning bolt. I don't picture it being like a beam. I just picture it like crackling lightning. It's like waving back and forth, kinda. It just covers a 5 foot area as it zigzags across.
Okay.
Tell you what, I hope it's doing. I hope it's cooking him.
Until it hits like his snout, and then you see it like blaze over each and every scale as it goes to the tip of his tail and fizzles out.
Yeah.
Oh,
so there's
no, I'm standing
like,
in the water.
farther out in.
I'm 30 feet out. He surged all the way out of the water.
I was just thinking about if it goes through the water and hits the water behind him.
Farther out in the swamp.
If you want to die, just go for it.
No, I was
I'll
wondering.
just dive in front of it.
Farther out in the swamp, like a good half-mile away, there's a father and son out fishing for the evening, and they see hell. Just all kind of craziness going on, weird noises, and they decide to pack it in for the night.
Sounds good.
Meanwhile, back on the side of the bank, the crocodile actually takes a mighty hit from that one. He actually is almost out for the count, but yeah.
I don't have any bonus action spells.
He's just confused. He is enraged. He can only see out of one side of his face. So he actually, instead of lunging for you at that last second, he actually like takes a dive and he actually makes that hard turn and he swipes at you with his tail.
Is it the crocodile's turn?
It's his turn now. It's after you.
Okay.
Yeah. He makes a turn with his tail.
Watch out, Bavon!
It is a 26 to hit.
That barely
Gravy.
does it.
Barely does it. All right.
Barely eked into my 15 AC.
So he like a freight train comes barreling through and actually like just like huge tail just swipes into you, and it does 8 damage to your body.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know how much health you have, Keith, but 8 damage is that's a fourth of my health.
Yeah, not mine.
So it deals that 8 damage, and it continues its march. It is actually using all of its movement speed as much as it can I guess that's a dash at this point, trying to get back to the water because it does not know what it bit off at this point. It dives into the water, and you see like the bubbling and stuff kind of reside, and there's
Right past Keith.
there's water and stuff going on. Yeah, it made that turn, and it dove
How
into the water
close?
probably like 10 feet away.
Okay.
So.
As he passes by, then I shout, "How dare you live!"
You can see like the wake of this thing as it like makes a beeline like farther out into the swamp. It's like, no, I'm done.
Oh, so it's got far enough away.
Yeah. So y'all have significantly injured this beast. So at the lightning, when you actually like set off that huge bolt of lightning, like it's not just one bolt, like it's multiple bolts that just trace along that path. And out like on a far bank out there in the swamp, you actually hit a little bit of the ground and you hear as a mound of earth actually starts moving around.
I've woken an earth hippo.
Oh boy.
Tune in
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a good time. I
Right.
enjoyed that.
The road to Sundry Swamp is filled with creatures.
Yeah, it is. Truly is. Sundry Swamp and the mangroves are almost in the heart of where the big bad, or not the big bads, but like, some of the most nasty monsters live.
All right.
But also on the bottom of the Round Isle and other many places in Mediene are places where
You
real
just
nasty
described
monsters
half
live.
of the map.
Yeah.
And soon to be a teeny tiny island that we would have passed on our boat.
Yep.
Yep. So that was just like that was a test drive.
I
How
really
do you feel about your characters?
I just like playing. Everybody
likes playing.
I like DMing, but I really like being a character.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. I like being a fighter. I like the hammer. I like playing an orc that smashes things.
You've never played a fighter.
Nope.
You've never. I don't think any of us have actually played like a straight sorcerer. So
We played gay ones.
Yep.
But never straight ones. Just kidding. Just
Took me a
kidding.
second.
It took me
You
a
played a sorcerer, didn't you?
no, I played an abjuration wizard for like a one-time deal.
Hey, also not making fun of homosexuality or anything. I just was making the comment straight versus gay, so I
There
don't
you
want
go.
anybody to think that that's what that was. I don't think it's funny to be gay.
I like the one that
But
Eddie
the joke
Murphy
was funny.
talking
The
about.
joke I thought was funny.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't make fun of homosexuals because I don't like them. I make fun of homosexuals because, well, they's homosexuals.
Oh man,
I'm not discriminating. I make fun of everybody.
that's true. That's how I feel.
I'm
Anyway.
an equal opportunity.
Make fun of us if you'd like. I really
Please
enjoyed
do.
that. We are
Make fun
looking
of Keith.
forward.
I'm sensitive.
Right, yeah. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'll just think about it for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to this. Hope you enjoyed it. We will be back next time, promise, with Josh's one-shot campaign, where Brice will play Bavon, I will play the orc named Stump, and maybe we'll have an
Stump.
extra person, or maybe we won't.
Stump with the mighty power of the
Stump
stumps
grabbing.
nearby.
Yeah. He's going to be, his power is hurling stumps. But we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to follow me on Twitter at @TaintMediaGames. Write us a review if you'd like. Share us with your friends, etc. And remember that we love you very much.